to one of your buddies, Teofimo Lopez Jr. He's Richard Commey coming up. What do we think about that fight?
That fight should be interesting. He's definitely got in the ring, and he was asking Commey for the fight, and Commey was like, "Hey, I don't feel that you're ready." But they made the fight happen.
Yeah.
He got in there, he did his thing, he got the W's, and now he's going up for a challenge.
Yeah, top rank controls the belt. So Comey's a good fighter, but Teofimo is better. And you could, again, going back to the pattern and knowing Top Rank's pattern, Commey is one of those guys that was put in a belt position so that he could fight a better guy in the same division that they control. Like, they were able to get him the belt, get him a couple wins, build him up into a champion, knowing that, hey, we got Teofimo coming up and he can take him. Right. It's going to be a good fight, but I mean, Teofimo's just a better fighter he's just a better fighter than him. And so I think Teofimo wins it pretty substantially. I mean, Commey has a jaw on him, and he can take a punch. But I think he has the tendency to want to brawl. And if you brawl Teofimo, he's not going to win. He's got way too, I mean, you can attest to that.
Yeah.
He looks like he hits hard. How hard does he hit?
I think a lot of that is a lot of Teofimo is very crafty. It's the punch you don't see that really gets you down there.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's like the most powerful puncher that I've got faced in the ring, but it's the angle and it's the accuracy that he carries.
That's it,
He goes in there,
accuracy.
he's very accurate.
Yeah.
So.
Because you were saying Commey should have gone after Lomachenko first.
Well, if you look at the pattern, so they want Lomachenko to unify the division. So why not just let him unify the division with Commey and then go back? Because he doesn't want to stay at that weight; he wants to go back down, and so that opens it up for Teofimo, and then Teofimo can just run the tables with open belts. It's interesting that they're not doing that. Do they want to put Teofimo in with Lomachenko to unify it as a big money, and that's, again, goes against the pattern. They're doing something. They're doing something new, and that makes me question: is it ESPN that's putting a little pressure? Hey, we need better fight. We need. They put on good fights, like competitive fights on the lower as they're building guys, but when it comes to the top guys, I mean, they're short on fighters. They're short on big fights. So maybe they're being pressured to, hey, we need to make money fights now. We need to draw some big numbers. So a Teofimo against a Loma would be big. That would be a big fight.
Two big names.
Yeah, two big names, and they both have the belt. And so they're going to sacrifice one of them. I mean, Teofimo, if he loses to Lomachenko, he's still got a career ahead of him. Right. So and they could make each other. Who knows? Maybe it could be fight of the year, and then we see 2 more fights from them, 3 total.
So you're saying it's like the business of the sport.
Oh yeah, it's totally
maybe
business.
Pressuring a little bit. Subscriptions. We need more of this.
There's so much money on the lines with these subscription services right now that all of them are going through the pressures of, hey, we got to put better fights on, and that's all great for us.
Where does Mikey Garcia come in then?
Well, see, that's the thing is if they're not going to put Teofimo, or if they're not going to put Commey up against Lomachenko, then that lets me think that they may be working on the Garcia fight. Because Robert said that they want that fight. Yes. Like, they're 100% in. They just got to work on the details. So that makes me think that quietly they're behind the scenes working on that fight, and that'll be the next big fight because they need it. And I guarantee you, whatever Mikey wants, they're gonna give it.
As a fighter, do you know all the stuff behind the scenes? Like, do you know they're going after this fight and that didn't go through? They go after this fight that didn't go through.
You kind of have an idea, of course, yeah.
Or do they just come to you and say, "Hey, we got this fight"?
No, there's always an idea. There's always an idea of what a fighter wants and where the big names are. You want to always put the 2 big names in there and make it an event. And that's where the money is at when you make it an event.